Welcome to your weekend weather outlook. If you've been enjoying the last hints of fall, it's time to brace yourself, because Michigan is about to experience a dramatic weather shakeup that will have everyone talking. Whether you're a fan of winter or dreading the cold, this weekend is set to deliver a memorable transition. Michigan is about to get its first real taste of winter. After weeks of relatively mild temperatures and colorful autumn leaves, a significant change is on the horizon. Residents across the state should prepare for a noticeable drop in temperatures and the arrival of the season's first accumulating snow. A powerful weather system is barreling in from the west coast, targeting the Great Lakes and bringing a dramatic shift from mild fall weather to wintry conditions. This system is packing plenty of moisture and energy, and as it sweeps across the Midwest, it will collide with colder air dropping down from Canada. The result? A fast-moving storm that will transform the landscape in a matter of hours. Expect accumulating snow for the first time this season, as a low-pressure system pulls cold air down from the north. For many, this will be the first opportunity to see snowflakes sticking to the ground, covering lawns, rooftops, and roads in a fresh white blanket. The air will feel noticeably colder, and you'll likely see your breath as you step outside. The clash of cold and mild air will create a mix of rain and snow, with the transition happening quickly. Late October to late November weather in just 48 hours. You might wake up to rain, only to see it change to heavy, wet snow by the afternoon or evening. This rapid change means roads and sidewalks could become slick in a short period, so be cautious if you're heading out. The main system arrives Saturday night, with snow likely through Sunday morning. Overnight, many areas will see steady snowfall, and by sunrise, much of Michigan could be waking up to a winter wonderland. Early risers on Sunday will notice a transformed landscape with snow covering trees, cars, and city streets. But that's not all. Lake effect. Snow kicks in after the main event, keeping things wintry into next week. As cold air moves over the warmer waters of the Great Lakes, additional snow showers and squalls are likely, especially near the lakeshore. This could mean persistent flurries and bursts of heavier snow, making travel tricky and keeping the wintry feel going well beyond the weekend. This is your cue to get winter ready. If you haven't already, now's the time to dig out your warmest coats, hats, and gloves. Make sure your car is stocked with an ice scraper and emergency supplies, and check that your heating system is working properly. A little preparation now will go a long way in keeping you comfortable and safe. Find those snow shovels and boots. You'll want to have your winter gear ready to go, as shoveling and salting walkways may be necessary by Sunday morning. If you have kids, it might be a good time to check if last year's snow boots still fit, and to get sleds and snow toys out of storage. While not a blizzard, expect enough snow to coat the ground and make things festive. The first snow always brings a sense of excitement. Kids may be eager to play outside, and neighborhoods will take on that classic winter charm. It's a great opportunity for photos and for enjoying the beauty of the season's first snowfall. We'll break down the timing, snow totals, and travel impacts so you can plan ahead. Whether you're commuting, running errands, or just hoping to enjoy the snow, we'll help you stay informed and prepared for whatever the weekend brings. Let's dive into the details. Starting with your Friday forecast. Stay tuned as we walk you through what to expect, hour by hour, so you can make the most of your weekend, no matter what the weather has in store. Before the snow arrives and Michigan transforms into a winter wonderland, let's take a closer look at what Friday has in store for us. This is the time of year when the weather can change quickly, and it's important to stay ahead of the forecast so you can make the most of your day. We're talking about Friday, November 8th, a day that marks the transition from the lingering colors of fall to the first real hints of winter. As you get ready for the end of the work week, keep an eye on the skies and your plans flexible. The morning will start off damp for many, with showers lingering across the upper peninsula and stretching into the far southeast. If you're heading out early, expect wet roads and keep that umbrella handy. The rain may be light, but it could slow down your morning commute or make those school drop-offs a bit more challenging. By midday, most of the rain will have moved out, but don't expect the sun to break through just yet. Instead, clouds will hang tough, and a brisk breeze will pick up, making it feel cooler than the thermometer might suggest. The afternoon will be gray and a bit blustery, so you'll want to keep a jacket close by. Temperatures will be a tale of two Michigans, with a sharp north-south divide setting up across the state. This contrast will be easy to spot on the weather maps, and even more noticeable if you're traveling. In southern Michigan, you'll enjoy relatively mild conditions, with highs reaching into the low to mid-50s. It's a great day for a walk in the park, or to finish up any last-minute outdoor projects before the cold sets in. Meanwhile, northern Michigan will feel much more like November, with temperatures stuck in the 40s. The chill in the air will be a reminder that winter is just around the corner. If you're crossing the iconic Mackinac Bridge, you'll notice an even bigger drop in temperature. The upper peninsula will be colder still. Expect 30s in the west and low 40s in the east. Bundle up if you're spending time outdoors up north. This chilly air is the first real push of Arctic air for the season, and it's setting the stage for a dramatic weather shift as we head into the weekend. You'll feel the difference, especially if you're sensitive to the cold. For those in southern Michigan, Friday is your last real shot at enjoying some mild weather before winter truly takes over. Take advantage of the relative warmth, get outside, soak up the last bits of fall, and enjoy the fresh air. It's also a good time to tackle any outdoor chores or errands you've been putting off. Rake those leaves, clean out the gutters, or just take a stroll through your neighborhood. By Saturday night, the weather will be changing fast, and outdoor plans may need to be put on hold. The transition will be noticeable. Clouds will thicken, temperatures will drop steadily, and the first snowmaker of the season will be knocking on our door. The air will feel heavier, and you'll sense that something big is on the way. So, get ready for a significant weather shift. Make sure you have your winter gear handy, and prepare for a much colder, snowier weekend ahead. Friday truly is the calm before the storm. A brief pause before Michigan's weather takes a wintry turn. Stay tuned as we track the main system's arrival and prepare for the first real taste of winter this season. Here comes the main event. Saturday evening brings the first wave of precipitation. Expect rain at first, as surface temps are still too warm for snow. If you're out Saturday night, bring an umbrella, it'll be a wet start. Overnight, colder air rushes in, and rain changes to snow, starting in the north and spreading south after midnight. The heaviest snow falls between 3 and 10 a.m. Sunday, transforming the landscape by morning. Most of Michigan wakes up to a fresh, wintry scene. This is a classic synoptic snow event, widespread, organized, and different from lake effect snow. Nearly everyone in the lower peninsula and eastern UP will see some precipitation. The key, your location and the timing of the cold air, will determine how much snow you get. Next, let's talk about the all-important rain-snow line. The rain-snow line is the forecast's wild card. It'll set up near the I-94 corridor. South of I-94, expect mostly rain or a slushy mix. North of I-94, accumulating snow is much more likely. Cities like Lansing, Grand Rapids, Flint, and Saginaw are in the snow zone, with colder air helping snow stick. The line can shift north or south, changing who gets the most snow. Detroit could see more if the line dips. We'll monitor temps closely Saturday night to pinpoint where the snow sets up. A few miles difference can mean a slushy mess or several inches of snow. Let's look at how much snow you can expect. It's time for our first detailed look at how much snow you can expect across Michigan as this winter storm approaches. We've analyzed the latest data, and here's our initial call on snowfall totals for the region. The heaviest band of snow, where we expect 1 to 3 inches to fall, will stretch from Holland and New Buffalo, moving east through Lansing, and then up toward the Thumb. This corridor is most likely to see steady accumulating snow as the system tracks across the state. Outside of this main snow band, most areas can expect lighter amounts. A trace to 1 inch is likely, especially along the immediate lakeshore, in the northern lower peninsula, around Detroit, and in towns along the southern border. These spots may see snow come and go, with some areas just getting a dusting while others pick up a bit more. The Upper Peninsula will be a different story, especially near Lake Superior. Here, 2 to 4 inches are possible, with the highest totals right along the lakeshore, where lake effect snow can enhance amounts. Elsewhere in the UP, look for 1 to 3 inches, enough to create a wintry scene. Keep in mind, the ground is still relatively warm from recent mild weather. This means some of the first snow that falls will melt on contact, especially on roads and sidewalks. However, if heavier bursts of snow develop, they can quickly overcome the warm ground and start to accumulate, especially on grassy or elevated surfaces. Localized higher totals are possible within the main snow band, especially if a narrow, intense snow squall sets up. These areas could see a quick burst that leaves behind more than 3 inches in a short time, so be prepared for rapidly changing conditions. Remember, these numbers are our best estimate right now, but they may shift as the storm gets closer and new data comes in. We'll continue to update the forecast, so be sure to check back for the latest information and any changes to the snowfall outlook. For most of us, this storm will bring a coating to a few inches of snow, just enough to cover lawns, cars, and rooftops, and to make it finally feel like winter has arrived. Kids may get a chance to play in the fresh snow, and neighborhoods will take on that classic wintry look. Now let's talk about what all this means for your Sunday morning travel plans. Even a small amount of snow can make roads slick, especially early in the morning before crews have had a chance to treat them. Give yourself extra time and drive with caution. Here's what to expect on the roads: snow-covered surfaces, possible slippery spots, and reduced visibility in heavier bursts. Stay alert, and we'll keep you updated as the storm unfolds. With the first snow, travel impacts are a concern. Most snow will stick to grass, rooftops, and cars, but roads could get slick early Sunday, especially between 4 and 10 a.m. Major highways in the snowband, like I-96, I-94, US 127, and I-69, could see slushy spots if snow falls fast. Bridges and overpasses freeze first, so use extra caution there. By late morning, sun and traffic should melt most slush on main roads, but side streets may stay slick longer. Give yourself extra time and space on the roads. Take it slow and get your winter driving legs back. The first snow is always an adjustment. Now let's see what happens after the main system moves out. The snow isn't done. Lake effect snow kicks in Sunday night as winds shift north-northwest. Cold air over the Great Lakes fuels narrow, intense snow bands, especially along the Lake Superior and Lake Michigan shorelines. The heaviest snow will hug the coast, but some bands could push inland, especially in Berrien, Cass, and the Thumb. These bands are hit or miss. One town gets dumped on, the next sees nothing. Several more inches are possible in persistent bands through Monday and even Tuesday. We'll update lake effect totals as the event unfolds. If you're in a snowbelt, prepare for a prolonged wintry stretch. The start of the week will be snowy for many. Next up, a blast of Arctic air. After the snow, a surge of Arctic air arrives. Highs Monday and Tuesday will struggle out of the 20s and low 30s, a sharp drop from Friday's 50s. Brisk north winds will make it feel even colder, with wind chills in the teens or even single digits overnight. Bundle up. Hats, gloves, and scarves are a must. Protect your home and car. Check your furnace, insulate pipes, and keep a winter kit in your vehicle. This cold snap will lock in for the first half of the week, keeping snow on the ground. Winter is here to stay. For now. The scenery will stay wintry for several days, but there's a warm-up on the horizon. After a snowy, cold start to the week, a warm-up is on the way. By Wednesday, temps rebound into the 30s and low 40s, feeling balmy after the deep freeze. Sunshine will help melt much of the snow, especially in southern and central Michigan. The snow may linger in the snow belts, but most areas will see a return to more typical mid-November weather. By next weekend, highs could reach the upper 40s or even 50. This is just a preview of winter, not the main event. So, enjoy the return of milder weather before winter settles in for good. Stay tuned for updates as the storm approaches. That's your Michigan weekend weather outlook. Have a safe and cozy weekend.